What's good, everyone? Welcome back for another session. I'm a little bit late to the party this morning, but I did see on Twitter with the official Dokkan Twitter account that we do have information related to 2 Extremes The Awakening, so let me just go ahead and cover this as quickly as possible. So we'll start off with the physical Super Vegito unit. Looks like the leader skill will be upgraded to Majin Buu Saga category, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense increase 170%. For the passive skill, looks like normal attacks reduced by 80% and will counter with tremendous power. Looks like defense increase of 150%, and for every attack received, attack will increase by 20%, maximum of 120%. And medium chance of activating crits. Looks like during the battle, for every 3 attacks you receive, Ki plus 1, max of Ki plus 3, and then additional defense increase of 30%, a max of 90%. And looks like the critical hits activation chance will increase by 10%, maximum of 30%. So a lot of built-in parameters around Ki building and also the crits. So maybe the additional attack and potentially evasion is kind of the options there for the hidden potential levels. Now, in terms of the super attack, it looks like will cause immense damage to enemy, and also for 1 turn increases allies' attack and defense by 30%. So, with the built-in additional attacks, maybe this unit could potentially be like a first slot unit. We'll have to kind of see how things play out once the unit's in action, but certainly a way to mitigate or upgrade the overall team's performance every rotation, depending on what slot you put this guy in. Now let's move on to the strength transforming Buu unit, since it is a lot more built-in parameters around it. Looks like for this guy, the leader skill is transformation boost category, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense increase of 170%, or extreme strength types get Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense increase of 120%. In terms of the pre-transformed passive skill, looks like Ki plus 1, attack and defense increase of 120%. The lower the HP levels, the higher the defense, so maximum of 120% increase toward defense, and then upon attacking, additional attack and defense increase of 60%, and then if you receive an attack for that turn, additional defense increase of 60%, and then obviously with the transformation criterias, it'll transform into different types of variations. And then for the super attack, for 1 turn, greatly raises attack, causes immense damage, and greatly lowers attack and defense. And let's look at the Gohan absorbed Majin Buu unit. In terms of the passive skill, looks like at the beginning of the turn, HP recovery of 12%, looks like Ki plus 2, attack and defense increase of 180%. The higher the HP, the greater the defensive boost. So earlier when I was talking about the pre-transform, I misread it. It's actually the greater the HP levels, the higher the defense increase. So in this case, it'll be 120% versus the prior version, which was also the same. And then upon attacking, additional attack increase of 80%, and then for 6 turns from showing up, looks like guaranteed additional attack with a high chance of activating the super attack, and then looks like a super high chance of effectively guarding against all types, and then 7 turns onwards, high chance to guard against all attacks. And then for the super attack, looks like for 3 turns, attack and defense will greatly increase, along with causing immense damage. So again, additional attack might be a way to stack up that attack and defense with every turn. Now the other 2 variations, you've got the Gotenks Absorb version. So the passive skill on that guy is at the beginning of the turn, HP will recover by 10%. You'll also get Ki plus 1, attack increase of 180%, defense increase of 140%. Upon attacking, additional attack and defense increase of 80%, and then if the attacking enemy Its targeted enemy has a attack or defense down status, additional attack and defense increase of 80%, and then for 6 turns after showing up, additional key +1, defense increase of 80%, and super high chance of additional super attack activating. And then for the super attack, you've got immense damage along with sealing the enemy's super attack and also decreasing attack and defense of the enemy. Lastly, we've got the Piccolo Absorbed Majin Buu. For the passive skill, it's 20% HP recovery at the start of the turn. You've also got attack and defense increase of 140%, and then all allies get ki +3, defense increase of 40%, and if you're attacking in the first or second slot, 30 or 50% damage reduction, and then if you're on the third slot, additional defense increase of 60%. All allies get attack increase of 40%, and critical hits chance increase of 8%, and then for 6 turns after showing up, we'll recover 10% HP at the end of every turn. And then for the super attack, for 1 turn, greatly increases defense along with causing immense damage. So different kind of responsibilities depending on the transformed state. So that'll certainly be an interesting unit to kind of test out different variations of battle sequences or whatnot. So as soon as these Extreme Z Awakenings are live, trust me, I'll more or less be testing out these units anyway, and expect showcases accordingly. So that's the news for now. Hopefully you found it helpful. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.